If you own property in Texas, your property tax deadline to protest is just around the corner. Now, this includes residential and commercial. If you own a business, this applies to you as well. My name is Amanda Wilkes with JLA Realty, and I'm going to use the Harris County Appraisal District website as an example to show you how to go in and I file a protest. Now, if you live in another county or you own property in another county, that's okay. It's going to be a similar process. So you can watch this and get a general idea of how to do that. For this example, I'm going to use the Harris County Appraisal District. If you live in a different county, you will go to that county appraisal district, but they're all pretty similar. So for Harris County, you're going to go to the hamburger stack on the right-hand side, click on property search, and you can search by your address, your CAD number, or your name. It's last name first, and then first name and no commas. So I'm just going to click on this one. So you're going to scroll to your appraised value. For this one, it's $175,345. If I want to file a protest, then I will click on this. If you don't have an account, you will sign up, but I already do, so I'm just going to put my information in. And then here you are going to file a protest. Once you get into your account, click next. And if any of these apply to you here, you'll select one of those. None of those apply to me, so I'm going to keep going. I do want to settle, so I will click on yes. I'm just going to put a general number for now for my market value opinion and click next. So here you're going to select your reason for protest. If it's because your value is over market, then you'll select this one. If it's an exemption issue, you can just read through these and see which one applies to you. And then you will continue. If you just bought your property and your value is showing higher than what you bought in the past year, you'll select down here for the information, the property sold within the last 2 years. You'll put the amount that you purchased it for if it's over what they're saying is your appraised value. And for your date, you will put in here and then if you're claiming unrepaired damage such as a roof repair, then you will put house has unrepaired damage visible from exterior. If it's something on the inside, let's say you had a plumbing leak or you have foundation that needs to be repaired, then you'll do a house repair that is not visible from exterior. You'll select whichever applies and click on next. And do you want a copy of the hearing procedures? I always click yes. If your protest goes to hearing, you'll automatically receive that. If you have someone who is going to be representing you, you'll put their information down here. And then here you will put your case of what it is. So if I'm claiming that I have unrepaired plumbing, I'm going to say, see attached plumbing invoice. I will put that my plumbing invoice says that I need to have $10,000 worth of plumbing. Whatever your case is, you'll put that information there. And then click next. I also like to attach a Word document with all the information so it's all there. You get to choose here what kind of panel you want. I always select full panel because I think more eyes are better than just one, depending on who you get. I like to do virtual, so I select virtual. If you want to do in person, then you can select in person and click next. And then I receive the hearing notifications, all that are allowed, because I like to have reminders, and that is a good way to get those reminders. And it's going to make you verify. Okay, and then click on next. And then yes, I do email as well, because again, I like several different forms of notification. And click on next for both of those. And then it's going to give you all of your information, and to submit, you'll click next. I'm not going to submit because I just put general information just as an example, but you will click next and then it will give you information, and you should receive a notice of when your hearing will be. So if you're a business owner or you own commercial property, this works for you as well. This isn't only for residential properties. The only difference is if it is a income producing property and the balance sheet of the income and expenses aren't calculating to what they think the property is worth, that is something that you can include that most residential homeowners will not include. But you will also be able to dispute regarding repairs that need to be done, construction going on in the area that's causing the roads to be torn up, comparables if there are properties nearby that have sold for much less that are very comparable to yours. All of those would apply to residential, businesses, and commercial, so it would be a very similar process for you. Also, you saw that there is a market value and there is an assessed value. The market value should be about what your home would sell currently in the market for, and the assessed value is what they are charging your taxes on. So what you are disputing are the assessed values. So I hope that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Remember that deadline is just around the corner, and good luck on your protest. Do something great for yourself this week and kind for others.